Yeah, I got this. You want me to do it?
Wait, and Nick, whenever you're ready.
Alrighty.
All right.
Tell me when.
And go.
Okay. Hello, few fine folks, and welcome to another episode of Not That It Matters.
Because it doesn't.
And if it did, we wouldn't care. I am your eternal host, also sometimes not your host at all.
Eternal host, and I'm your paternal host.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be there forever, and he'll be your dad.
I'm the father figure of the group. Because I have none, so I act like one.
Like, I have a role to fill in my own life, so I fill it in yours.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm Nick Lanham. This is Alex Panu.
No, this is Alex Panu. See the difference there? Very slight.
I'm Nick Lanham. I'm Alex Panu. You tell me which one's which.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I made a dead dad joke at work the other day.
How'd that go?
To a new employee, and it
yeah.
made them uncomfortable.
And were you very happy?
Oh, it was terrific.
Yeah, that's the best.
I just had a shit-eating grin on my face, kind of like I do now, thinking about it.
And you're just like, I'm the best.
Yeah, she was like, what?
You're like, he's dead.
Just like legitimate, like just horrifying sadness.
And you're like, yeah, thanks for bringing it up.
Oh, it's the best. Dude,
it's rough.
It's very rough.
For her, I mean.
We had a dinner party last night too.
Oh boy.
And we all watched that video of Alex Trebek announcing that he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
That's pretty rough.
And the amount of jokes that came out of my face hole the second I found out.
Oh no. The man is a national treasure.
I know
an
he is.
international treasure.
We were just talking about, like, he's at his doctor's office and they're like, what's the verdict? And he's like, what is a death sentence?
Yeah. Or they're like, Alex, you have cancer. And he's like, I'm sorry, I need that in the form of a question. I've still never understood why that is the way that game is played.
It's so stupid.
In the form of a question?
Yeah.
What is...
No, like, in no other, like, aspect of life is that the proper response to anything.
I know you're saying the whole point is, like, they give you the answer and then you're asking the question.
Yeah.
That's also so stupid.
It's very dumb.
That's like being like 4 and you're like 2 + 2.
Yeah.
You just...
What is a math equation?
And you're like, oh, missed it. Damn it. Okay. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like, who killed so many people? Or this person killed so many people that it brought the temperature of the earth down. It's like, who is Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Dude, Genghis Khan's a fucking crazy motherfucker.
I know.
Or was.
Yeah.
He's obviously
I was going to say, I don't know what he's doing right now, but whatever he's doing, it's crazy.
He's in the DNA of millions.
Ooh.
That's what he's doing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of fish.
It's a lot of fish.
They eat all those worms?
What?
I'm very tired.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, so you haven't gotten a lot of sleep yet.
No.
Are you still just writing a shit ton?
Yeah. I'm writing a shit ton, but I'm in this, like, advertising class, and it's just at this point where we have so much work to do for this class because it's treated like a real advertising campaign. Like, we shot multiple, like, days for commercials. We have, like, tons of stuff left to do.
You're doing, like, a lot of copywriting.
Yeah. Tons of copywriting, tons of, like, just, like, sitting there and deciding on headlines, deciding on, like, art directions, deciding on different, like, tactics we're going to use for our campaign. And it's all the book, like, everything we're putting together for this campaign is due on spring break. So, like, which is starting in a couple days. Like, it's due in about a week. And so we're all just, like, at our wits' end. Like, we're all just, like, running on fumes.
Well, I mean, because it's something that probably, if nobody's done something like an ad campaign, or, like, there's so much graphic design that goes into it too, because you have to, like, go through every font that's ever been made and try to choose the font that speaks the most to a product. It's like, oh my God.
Well, and you also have to figure out a way to make people give a shit about your product. What?
Sorry, go on.
Are we good?
Yeah, you just look like you're talking kind of quiet.
Am I talking quiet? I feel like usually my problem is I'm talking loud.
I'll turn you up a little bit.
Okay. Like, you have to really, it's so much harder than you think it is, especially when you have, like, the way they divide us up is how they do in a real ad agency. There's, like, account team, like, account side, and there's creative side. And when like, you on creative might be like, oh, we should try this. And they're like, the account team's like, we have no research that would back that up. It might sound cool.
Yeah.
But if anything, our numbers tell us that's the exact opposite. And you're like, how do I make people give a shit about whatever the product is? Like, I can't talk about what our stuff is, but, like, it's like making it the product that we have. It's really hard. I feel like it's hard to change people's opinions on it. It's a very
it's like the product you're doing is like literally if everybody thought peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like tasted like shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, create an ad campaign for PB&J to sell it.
Yeah. Well, it's PB&J is like a good example because it's like people either love it or they don't care or they don't like it.
It's actually a bad example because everyone loves peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the one because what we have is also like it's a very traditional American product, but like, and it's like it's got like very. I feel like people are very set in their ways with how they use this product.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like getting people. We're especially because originally our goal was to change.
Most people eat it, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, some people.
Some people stick it up their butts.
Some people do plenty of other things with it.
Okay. Well, that narrows it down. It is phallic foods.
Yeah.
I'll take phallic foods for $800, Alex.
Yeah. This is Alex is like this is something I sometimes put up my butthole. And you're like, ooh, doesn't narrow it down. It's got to be cucumber. Sorry, what is cucumber?
What is a funnel and a bottle of vodka?
He's like, what is a frozen Go-Gurt?
I'm on my Kavanaugh. I'm boofing.
I'm boofing with PJ and Squee. That's very topical for something that is like already so far gone. We're like way past that.
Is it coming out for a month? And that happened like 7 months ago.
Yeah. People are going to be like, you guys are so dumb. Is it a Brett Kavanaugh joke? Yeah, it is.
It's been a thing for so long.
I know, dude. Well,
oh boy.
So today, the first thing we wanted to talk about, I forgot already what it was.
Oh, Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, yeah. Oh, I just watched the trailer. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so the trailer for season 8 just came out.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's a lot of interesting things that are posed in that trailer.
Yeah.
That I think is going to have like a shit ton of impact on.
It has to.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's the trailer.
If it didn't, that'd be bad.
It's just random shots that don't make any sense.
Just random inserts of like feet.
Yeah.
You're like, whose feet are they? Oh, but that's, you know what? That's the
Tarantino directed it.
Yeah. What's fucked up is nerds would totally do that. They would figure out whose feet they were.
Oh,
and
for
they'd
sure.
spend hours doing it.
Well, we
they
did
need
that.
so much context.
We did that the last frame of it is a.
Two hooves.
Yeah, it's two hooves of what look like, I would say, a ghoulish hoof.
I would say zombified, maybe.
Yes, possibly.
Ice zombie.
I don't know. Looked white, was walking.
Twas walking.
But yeah, so we have the Army of the Unsullied. We have Jon Snow. We have Jorah Mormont back. We have Brienne and Podrick. Jon Snow. Gendry, all the Starks, and they're all on like an ice field.
Yeah.
And this horse that walks up to it, I mean, we're assuming is the Night King. Probably
we
has to be.
But it's like,
who else could it be?
Yeah, unless I feel like
it might be like Benjen Stark.
That's what I was wondering.
That'd be the only other possibility.
It just felt like a sort of like, we know they're gonna fight, so I wonder why they would like. It's such a kind of a weird reveal. I feel like not showing us the Night King is a way of being like, that's not who it is.
Yeah. Or it could just be like, yeah, we don't want to reveal it. But
and then it's kind of like,
that is right, though. If it was the Night King, why wouldn't you just show it?
Yeah, we know it's him.
We've already seen the Night King.
Yeah, we know how close they are, too.
Well, so what they don't know, what Jon and Daenerys and everybody don't know, is that they've broken through the wall.
Yeah.
What is that? What's the...
Eastwatch?
Is it Eastwatch?
You're talking about the Night's Watch, like the one that they burned down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
where
it's the Night's Watch one.
And...
The one's one side is the ocean.
Yeah.
And then it's the wall.
Yeah. And that's Eastwatch, right? Because Beric Dondarrion and Tormund are up there.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to them. We assume they survive.
I mean, hopefully.
Because somebody's got to have to come back and warn them.
Tormund has to live.
Dude, Tormund and Brienne have to make giant children.
So the possibility is that they live.
Yeah.
Since it's only two of them, they can get there quick enough, get back to.
And they would have to run along the wall, almost certainly. Because if the Army of the Dead's flowing out beneath the wall, you wouldn't go down there. Why risk that? You would just run atop the wall. Straight to Night's Watch.
They might not have gotten. Like, they might have gotten knocked off the wall.
They would die.
I don't know.
On the top of the wall. We watched them try to climb the wall, and somebody was halfway up and fell and died.
Well, I mean, so like if you knock the wall over, it's going to be like a rubble. It's going to be like a slope of rubble that they could get down.
That is that's such a specific way. I mean, they could have climbed, but I'm just saying, like,
nope, rubble slope,
rubble slope. I just want them to show up at Winterfell, and they're like, "How'd you survive?" And he's like, "Rubble slope." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
The classic rubble slope.
Yeah, they don't even question it.
Everyone knows about rubble slopes.
Oh, a rubble slope. There was one of those. That's lucky for you.
It's one of like the seven. It's the seventh simple machine.
The rubble slope.
We have lever, fulcrum, wedge, rubble slope.
People are like, "You had one?" Those are hard to come by. They just don't even know.
It's the most rare of the simple machines.
You had a rubble slope?
A rubble slope.
What do you think the role that Gendry is going to play is?
I have no fucking idea.
Because I honestly,
he's had such a weird storyline throughout the seasons. Well, season 1 and season, isn't
4?
That just
where they pick him up and like torture him for King's blood, you know?
Yeah,
torture him.
The Red Woman tortures him with Renly Baratheon.
No,
is it Stannis?
It's Stannis, yeah.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but he's one of those characters where like they've like laid so many breadcrumbs, but you're gonna have to really make me like care about what his story
you
is
really
again.
don't care about him at all.
Shit.
Yeah,
there's too much stuff happening. I mean,
it was very
It's
and
not because he's not cool. Or something,
we have so much backstory, and context for all these other characters.
Right,
he's just been so vague and so.
And so I wonder, like, you put him in the trailer. So
what if he's on the Iron Throne at the end?
That'd be so weird.
Well, I mean,
they're not.
He is the most true king.
No, Jon is.
No.
If you go by like the real like lore that's laid down for like Kings of King's Landing, it's the truest. The Targaryens still have they're the rightful heirs still, really.
I don't know. After the Mad King, though?
Well, the whole point was because, like, well, no, I mean, they're
after
not, like,
Robert's rebellion, Robert becomes king. Gendry is the only true son of Robert.
Yeah, but I think there's still something there that makes like the Targaryens technically have like a natural right to the throne. Whereas, like, so Jon, who is a Stark and also a Targaryen, he's a pretty fucking strong.
That's a pretty good claim, but.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know, dude.
He's the son of the right.
Why else would Gendry be in the season 8 trailer though?
Well,
what other part could he play?
I don't think it necessarily means he's going to be on the throne, though. I think he's going to do something. He could just be a big part of it. I mean, it wouldn't be weird that he would just come back and maybe they would recruit him.
Because it is about like. It's about like everybody that's ever been on the show that's still alive is all joining together to fight this.
Yeah.
This group of White Walkers.
So now you start pulling out like
to fight the dead.
You pull out that fat kid that Arya was giving. You pull out that fat kid that Arya gave that bread wolf to. You start pulling out all the stops.
Oh, what's his fucking name? I'm never gonna remember
that guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know what? So since I've been watching season 7, I haven't been like super into it.
Yeah,
mostly because there's 75,000 other shows to watch.
Yeah.
Like I just started watching Hannibal and Lucifer.
Yep.
Like in the same week.
Yep.
Actually in the same day. But that Ed Sheeran scene in the beginning of season 7 is the most annoying thing I've ever seen on television.
It didn't bother me. I just didn't care. I was just kind of like, what is the point of this?
Well, what really bothers me is because there's no lyrical singing in the show. There's no singing. Like, there's not many, like, bards or there's not many people at, like, even parties that sing actual words. There's, like, music. There's, like, lute playing and, like, all that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah, we know. Because then that's when the Red Wedding
But then it's just Ed Sheeran singing. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's Ed Sheeran.
Nah.
Like, you can 100% tell that it's Ed Sheeran.
Did you know it was Coldplay's drummer in the Red Wedding?
I did not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Who in the Red Wedding?
Well, you know, like when there's that scene where they're like after the wedding, like when it's all about to go down, and they show that minstrel band like above.
A minstrel band?
Like a minstrel.
Bunch of band on their periods?
Yeah, a bunch of bands just bleeding.
Yeah.
No, there's like a few people, and he's playing like a little drum.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what his name is, the drummer from Coldplay, but
I would have loved it if it was Phil Collins.
He's like
stab, throat slit.
Stab, throat slit, and then the Lannisters send their regards, and it's over.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Slit.
Dude, I already know my answer for it. Is Game of Thrones the greatest TV show that's ever been made?
It's such a tough question because
I've never seen The Wire, and I haven't seen all of Sopranos.
I've seen a little bit of both.
Is it interesting that those shows that are always lauded as like the best show, like the best television that's ever been made, it's all HBO shows?
Yeah.
Like kind of like the Universal top couple is all HBO.
I would say, because what else? Who else do you? Oh, Breaking Bad is one you hear a lot.
Oh yeah, Breaking Bad
and Mad Men. Those are AMC
Mad
and
Men.
HBO.
Yeah,
yeah. Those are
which is so funny because AMC
they never had anything.
They never had original programming until Mad Men. Yeah,
and of course their first show is just a bomb,
a monumental success.
Not a bomb. Yeah, like it was like a it was great.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
You really are.
I know. I'm losing it.
Yeah, well, you're at that point. Like in school, you're like, oh, I'm almost halfway through, and you still have like a week until you get your week off. How fucking much are you going to sleep?
I'm not.
You're not going to be able to,
Yeah, we have to do that thing. Today's Thursday, so spring break starts, technically like after tomorrow. But I'm not going to have any time to do anything because I just have to work on this fucking stuff.
Yeah, you gotta direct a short film that you don't want to direct. That's on the podcast.
Oh, great. Yeah, no,
it won't come out till after it's already done. Maybe.
I was going to say, I don't think it's going to be done.
I'll release your first day of filming and then send it to your entire crew.
Well,
not even the podcast in context.
Yeah, just that
I'll
bit.
just send that little clip.
Oh, great.
Of you just being like, oh, no.
Dude, literally thinking about that just makes me more tired. Like thinking about directing that. I'm going to have to find a time to just sleep for like 12 straight hours or something, and then I'll be good.
Oh, it's like a fucking every day for me. I'm kidding. I've been better. My sleep's getting better.
What time did you go to bed last night?
Don't use last night as an example.
What about the night before?
I went to bed at 2.
That's pretty good. No, that's not bad.
I went to bed at 2 and I woke up at 10:30.
Okay, that's a life. That's like you could come close to calling that an adult life.
Yeah,
I don't think you could call it that, but it's close enough.
You couldn't.
Yeah, it's adjacent. It's not really, but
we're working on it.
I mean, hey, what? Wait, what was last night?
Last night was 4.
Oh,
or 4:15.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's when I went to bed.
Specificity.
That's when I went into my room to fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I fell asleep till 4:30.
You had to put your jammies on. And,
PJs. Yeah, of course.
Your footy pajamas.
I was fully nude, just sitting in my living room
until you wouldn't put pajamas on.
Yeah, I was doing like semi-productive things when I was up that. Like I was doing yoga and I did like an ab workout at like 3. I'm a psycho.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was like literally like working out like that.
That literally just drained me hearing you say that. I was like, an ab workout at 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yoga.
Yeah, I was watching Great British Bake Off. Just watching people make a tart.
Oh my God. Oh, speaking of Netflix shows really quick, did I tell you who the 2 people coming to Webster this semester are?
No.
Bobby Burke and Karamo Brown.
Oh shit!
You gonna come?
Fuck yeah!
Get free tickets? Yeah, I get free tickets because I'm a student. Yeah.
I can see Karamo in the flesh.
You can. You can let him. You can eat his butt.
Yeah. I mean, eat that butt, Karamo.
He'd be like, "Yeah, all right." Well, his husband would say no.
No, he wouldn't.
He'd see you and be like, "Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
give it a shot. Let him eat your butt.
Tug onto this luscious hair
from behind." Just
yeah, that wouldn't work.
Because you're eating his butt.
Well, if you wanted to grab it with 2 hands, he'd have to be like cheek on the bed.
Yeah,
butt arched, hands behind his back, tugging.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, not for you, but for me.
It'd be like him holding my head like a 2-man human centipede.
That sounds great. I'd watch it.
When are they coming?
I think it's like in a couple weeks.
And when am I?
Yeah, you're like, it's the same day, same time.
Okay.
It's in the gym at Webster, though.
The gym?
Yeah.
What guy's that?
The guy that runs the media center. His name is Jim. No, it's in that like the basketball gym, which is very strange.
Oh, okay, yeah, the basketball gym.
You know him.
As opposed to what other gym?
We have a couple.
Well, what if it was in the fucking like weight room? It's in the gym,
dude. Karamo's jacked. I bet he would just like own it.
Probably.
Did he play? He said he played football. I think right for a little bit.
He played I think he got on a professional team.
No.
I think like practice squad.
I don't think so. I think you're thinking of Terry Crews.
No.
I think you just confused Karamo and Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Or maybe John David Washington. Were you watching Black Klansman recently?
Back to Game of Thrones for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about so there's rumors that have been like since confirmed that Game of Thrones season 8 will feature the longest battle ever put on film or television.
That feels right. It feels natural.
Yeah. I mean, after the Battle of the Bastards, which was great.
Yeah.
But this one's like supposedly longer than the Lord of the Rings Two Towers Helm's Deep battle.
Dang.
Which was probably my favorite part of those three movies.
Oh, Helm's
of the
Deep?
original.
Yeah, Helm's Deep.
It's a pretty cool goddamn scene. Well, and it's like it was so revolutionary for like
CGI
what you can do. Yeah, I mean, you really. I was about to say the dumbest thing,
but
you really feel like you're at the battle.
Oh my god, you feel like you're really there.
You feel like it's a real battle.
It looks like there's real people just standing out there in front of Helm's Deep.
Not real people.
There's
elves.
like 4, and then they just doubled them up.
No, they
Dude,
did.
That's the best scene when those elves show up, and that dude's like, we're like, like they're like they go like come help out,
God damn it!
Like that group of elves shows up to help out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
In Helm's Deep, that's like the best part because I was like, I'm like, they're done.
Well, there's
like,
also the part where like the orcs are finally pushing in and they're breaching the walls. And then you just see Gandalf on the horizon. Oh. And he's no longer Gandalf the Grey. He's Gandalf the White.
And he has the Rohirrim.
Ha-ha.
The Riders of Rohan.
The Riders of Rohan.
Of Rohan.
Isn't that all the, just the human people?
Yeah, it's just Carl Urban.
Yeah. Carl Urban. Did you ever see him in Dread?
Yeah.
I like that movie a lot.
You know who wrote that movie? Alex Garland.
Oh, shit.
And you know who directed that movie in secret? Alex Garland.
He directed it?
Yeah, the dude that directed apparently like kind of like didn't do that much, and Alex Garland did most of the heavy lifting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I just rewatched Annihilation the other day, and that movie is great.
That movie's so good.
Yeah,
I don't know how it didn't do that well.
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't like a box office success at all.
No, right? Well, it was only released in theaters in America. Everywhere else it went straight to Netflix.
Oh yeah,
because they thought everybody else wouldn't get it. It's not.
I mean, it's a pretty heady movie.
It is, but
that
I think
ending
you can
is
figure,
real fucked,
dude. That scene when that
I'm so confused
when
about
that
what's
like
happening to
boar thing screams at you know what I mean, like that animal thing that like ate that girl like yells.
Yeah.
That is the most unsettling thing.
Yeah, and it yells like a human woman.
Oh my god,
it's
I hate
very
it, dude.
fucked.
Yeah. Then there's like some beautiful stuff like when you see those plants that have started to grow into like a human skeletal system.
Oh yeah,
it's gorgeous. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah. So 40 to 55 million for budget.
Okay.
What do you think it made?
36.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Well, how?
43.1.
Okay.
So
probably didn't break even for sure.
No. Well, how much do you think Netflix paid to distribute it?
Oh, I bet they paid like 40 grand. 40 grand.
$40,000. It was the fucking I almost said the allowance. It was the salary of a fucking gaffer.
Yeah, they paid one guy's salary. No, I bet you they
probably
paid
not even that wouldn't even be for like a gaffer.
You know what?
That's like the salary of a best boy.
Yeah, you're right. I bet you that's why they did the Netflix thing, because I bet you they paid Netflix paid them enough so they would not just break even, make profit.
They probably offered them the budget.
Yep. And then
40 to 55 million.
Granted, you have like marketing, but that movie did not get like any marketing.
There was no marketing.
I bet you their marketing budget was like 10 mil or something at most.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't a lot.
So you're talking like 60. I bet you they made a profit.
Yeah.
Because I own it on
probably
Blu-ray.
barely.
Yeah, probably not a great margin, but like I think the
it
thing
probably made like 25 mil.
Yeah. How did Ex Machina do?
Ex Machina?
I bet it.
Did you say Alex Machina?
What? No.
I thought you did.
Alex Machina. Alex Machina.
I love Alex Machina.
Me too. What a guy.
Alex Garland.
He's a director of
why
movies.
isn't this coming up really quick? Sorry, I'm just doing this all through. Oh, yeah. He wrote 28 Weeks Later, too.
Dude, he's Sunshine.
Or 28
Never
Days
Let
Later.
Me Go. Yeah, 28 Days Later.
Not 28 Weeks.
You wrote the first one, the best one.
Yeah. Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Oh. Another success, kind of. $15 million budget. How much did it get made?
36.
For real?
Yeah.
It's 36.9.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
I said 36 for Annihilation. That's why I just said it again.
Yeah. You got it on the fucking nose on that one.
Hey, now. Okay.
Yeah, so for Game of Thrones, that's how we
the
get
Helm's
off this.
Deep, like the big
The
battle
Helm's Deep
scene.
thing. Yeah, so they are doing a battle scene kind of like that.
Yeah.
And it's the same director who did Hard Home, which is a fucking amazing episode.
Yeah,
And the best episode, Battle of the Bastards.
Which is better between those two, though? Because
Hard Home has a lot more implications.
It does. I mean, Battle of the Bastards does politically. It has more implications. But Hard Home has more implications for the White Walkers.
Yeah, which is way more important than the politics of Westeros.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
That's the first,
and the opinion of everyone, because that's what it is.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, Hard Home is the first episode where the White Walkers, like their threat felt real. Like really.
It's also the first time you see the Night King, and not the first time, but it's the first time that you know he's the Night King.
Yeah,
it's the first time that you know he's the leader is when he's standing on that pier.
Yeah,
and then he just raises his hand, and everyone that dies just raises up behind him.
Yep.
And that's when you really realize that it's like, oh shit, for every single one of our people that die, the other side gets another soldier.
And that was the first time that we ever saw, like, the wildlings had talked about it. And we'd seen them in other stuff, but that was the first time we really saw what they could do.
Yeah.
And it was just
it's the first time you see like a real like giant wilding like camp, like what their civilization would look like.
Yeah.
And it's a lot it kind of mimics the what is it? Is it the Great Prairie where the Dothraki live? What's like their main place?
Yeah, what's that?
It's similar to that though, where it's like tent, like really shantily,
it's
like
ocean
wood cabin,
of grass or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But like those two like civilizations kind of mirror each other in a way.
Yeah.
Where it's like a wilder people that that live like this like semi-nomadic, if not wholly nomadic lifestyle.
And there's not as much of like a hierarchy to everything.
No, like you have like your one leader, like you have like your great call, you have your Mance Raider.
Yeah, well, and Mance Raider is like a whole other thing because he's the only person that ever like united all of them.
Yeah,
you know, and he wasn't even one of them.
He was
a member of the Night's Watch.
Yeah, but that was like the goal of Khal and what Khaleesi ended up doing was she united all of the Dothraki.
The Dothraki, but I was going to say because she united all of like Essos almost.
Yeah. Yes. But it started with her uniting all the Dothraki. Yeah. But it's similar to the way that they're mirrored where it's an outsider coming in and then uniting all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Mance Raider is from the south.
Yeah. And he unites the north.
And he's from the Night's Watch.
Yeah. The north.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch like the Mance Raider season and the season when Jon Snow is living with the wildlings.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched that one in a while.
He's in a couple seasons. He's in 2 seasons, Mance Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he? Is he in 4 and 5?
I think it's
3 and 4? 2 and 3.
Yeah. Is it 3
2 and 5. I don't know.
Dude, because he dies. I feel like he dies so much later. When Jon shoots him with that arrow to like put him out of his misery, that feels so much later.
I don't know. Does he die south of the wall?
No, it is season 5, I think, because isn't that the reason he kills Mance Raider and then he lets the wildlings down from the north, and that's why they kill him. Those members of the Night's Watch kill Jon. You know?
Oh yeah.
So that's like season 5, I think.
Kind of. Yeah, that is season 5.
So he lasts because you see Mance Raider the first time season 2, I think.
Yeah, you see him early on.
So he pops back in and out, I think.
God damn it, I love this fucking show.
There's so much that happens too.
Dude, it's the best.
Plus, the good thing, I was kind of bummed that there's only 6 episodes, but it sounds like all of them are like 90 minutes. So
yeah, I think 90 minutes.
So you're really getting like almost 9 episodes.
Is like the average, and then there's like I think there's 2-hour long episods.
So you're really going to get like a 10 episode season. It's just they're longer episodes. Yeah, which I'm cool with. I do. It's so soon too. I just realized how soon it was.
I know it's less than a month. It's next month. Yeah. I know, dude. This next month is some of the best things in my life, all like entertainment wise, all happening
in this next month.
Yeah. Well, today is March 7th.
Okay.
Spoilers for real time.
Oh yeah.
Well, spoilers for real time.
That's why I'm like,
it doesn't even make any sense. It sounds like I'm about to spoil a fucking Bill Maher episode.
Bet you didn't see this coming. Stan Lee sucks, said Bill Maher.
Yeah, but it's March 7th now, so Captain Marvel comes out. Is it tonight at midnight?
Yeah.
So I'm technically March 8th.
Yep.
But I'm going to go see the matinee of that.
Yep.
And then you have Game of Thrones coming out in April.
Yep.
You have Silicon Valley returning.
Oh, yeah.
You don't watch that.
That was just, I just didn't see that one coming at all.
I just remembered it.
Okay.
And then you have Avengers Endgame.
That's in April too, isn't it?
Yeah. It's in April. Or is it May?
Is it May?
Fuck. I thought it was April.
It might be May.
God damn it.
I also may be wrong. So.
Oh, and then I graduate in May too, and so do you.
I do graduate in May. Then I get to go take on so much crippling debt.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about that?
Sure.
What you found out last week?
I got my official acceptance letter to graduate school, Chapman University.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
California, Orange County, bro.
Oh, California.
I'm going to head out to Orange County.
Want to head up the 405. Head down to
the
110.
405. Get on the 5. Take the 5 down.
Head down to Redondo.
Get off at La Brea. Take La Brea to Sunset. Take Sunset over. It's just the worst thing ever.
It's so true, though. Like, after we went there, like, I totally get it because you're like, you have to hop on like 6 highways to get anywhere.
I know.
It's a pain in the ass.
Once you start learning the surface roads, you can take them places. But then, yeah, you do. You would take like 15 different roads, but they're all like pretty big surface roads. Yeah. So you kind of do have to. It's because here in St. Louis, like we just have so much. We have so many burbs. Yeah. So you don't like. There's a lot of just thoroughfares that take you pretty far. Yeah. Whereas there's not
3
burbs.
highways that take you everywhere.
Pretty much.
And like a couple main roads that you can get anywhere to.
It's pretty much just Manchester Road.
Yeah. Manchester. Well, yeah, it's Manchester 40, 44, 270.
270.
That gets you anywhere.
55 can go fuck itself.
Yeah, 55 can suck my dick.
It literally can. I fucking hate that highway. But no, I'm trying to think of like LA. There's just not burbs that way.
Yeah, are you sure? Because it kind of. I mean, when I was there, it felt like it.
Where did you feel like was like Baldwin? There's nowhere really like that.
An hour and a half outside the city.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. There's not really like a...
Yeah, there's no like suburbs. Like everything is still just like...
Just LA. Well, and what is that? There's like the Inland Empire is what they call that or whatever. Like all those like extra bits that make up like 14 million people. Like that's LA.
Like everything that's not like the metropolitan area.
It's like, I forgot exactly what the places that make it up are called, but...
Is it the Valley?
The Valley?
The Valley.
I bet it is the Valley.
Oh, kill.
If I'm Callie from the Valley?
We also want to talk about we haven't talked about the actual comic on the podcast yet.
It's the Inland Empire. The term may be used to refer to the cities of western Riverside County and southwestern San Bernardino County.
San Bernardino.
But there's 4 million people there. That's part of LA, basically.
Christ. There's still 4 million people.
Just like part of LA that's not really LA. Sorry, we haven't talked about what comic?
So we haven't talked about Black Hammer yet. I mean, we have.
What? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but since it's getting a TV deal and a movie deal,
yes,
we want to cast that motherfucker. Yep. So douchey.
We want to fucking cast that bitch.
Yeah. So, who do we want to start with? Because I want to start with Barbalian.
Okay.
Which seems like one of the harder castings.
He does.
But I think who would do really well as Barbalian would be the House of Cards, the bald guy in like season 1. What's that fucking guy's name?
Who?
Give me a minute. Talk more about.
I mean, he's got to be like a tall, gangly dude. Is this guy tall and gangly?
He's not tall and gangly, but you could probably shoot it that way.
Yeah, true. I always think about that those Mission Impossible photos where it's Tom Cruise and Ving Rhames, and Tom Cruise is 5'7" and Ving Rhames is like 6'4", but they're the same height in the pictures.
Yeah, you can get them on a couple Apple boxes.
Apple boxes.
What the fuck is his name? Sorry, I forgot how many people was in House of Cards.
In House of Cards? Who is he?
He is the congressman that like sells a plant in his district.
Oh, Corey Stoll, right? That's his name. Yeah,
yes,
he's
Corey Stoll, Peter Russo.
Yeah, he's the villain in Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man.
Yes,
yeah.
But I feel like he could probably do it.
I think he could do it.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like he's probably maybe not the best casting, but just the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Stephen Merchant would probably also do a decent job.
Stephen Merchant would be good casting for Barbalian.
Yeah. Golden Gale.
Oh, that's so hard.
It's a hard one, but I feel like at least what Hollywood would do is you cast the girl, like the 12-year-old girl that is like the 12-year-old girl right now. And so you'd almost have to give it to Millie Bobby Brown.
No, I don't think that's what you do.
Who do you do?
I think we've seen a perfect example.
Maisie
now.
Williams?
No, what I was going to say is Umbrella Academy did that. Number 5 is supposed to be 58 years old, and that motherfucker acts like he's a 58-year-old man.
Yeah.
I don't know who that kid is.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, he's great. And
I legitimately forget that he's like a kid. I'm watching that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, no, he's 58. It's just he's in a little body.
I think that's writing.
I think it is. Well, it's acting too. Definitely.
Well, of course it's acting too. But I feel like that's mostly like just writing. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man. I think he's a really good actor, but I think I guess Millie Bobby Brown though would be a really good choice.
Yeah, I feel like she could probably do it.
And she's got that feel, like she for some reason feels older. So like when
she does.
She also is a little old for Golden Gale right now. You could have
she
14 or
is she like 16 now?
Probably. Dude,
I was
Stranger Things season 1 was like what, 2015 or 16?
2016. She's only 15.
Okay.
She was born in 2004.
She could do it.
Dude, that's such a ridiculous idea.
She'll be driving. And she's
she just got her permit.
Dude.
I think I unplugged my mic for a second.
Oh well. Nobody missed you. They did. Okay, so wait, Golden Gale, Barbarian. Okay, Abraham Slam.
Abraham Slam's a hard one. I think you could give it to David Harbour if you want to keep on the Stranger Things track.
David Harbour, yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody big and like older.
Ron Perlman, maybe.
Oh,
Ron Perlman kind of looks like him.
I don't know if he has the right attitude, though.
I don't think he does either.
I don't think he could do that.
Looks like
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you have to get like a big, jacked, like flat top, white haired dude.
Yeah, who's like maybe like 50, 60, like 55, 60.
Put a wig on The Rock.
Just on The Rock. Who's the dude that
doesn't fit at all?
Who's the dude that's the villain in Avatar that was gonna be Cable at one point?
Oh fuck, that guy would be great.
What's that guy's name?
Give me one
Stephen Lang.
second.
Stephen Lang.
Is it Stephen Lang?
Maybe not. Might be Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Dude, he is it. I think he's it.
Yeah, he looks. He's pretty old.
Is he too old? Okay.
I don't know.
Isn't Abe Slam like 65 though?
Yeah, so I think it would work. Yeah, Stephen Lang would be good,
dude.
But he would have to be like Avatar level jacked.
Oh yeah, yeah,
he is. That man is on so many steroids in that movie.
He has to be.
That's one of the funniest things about Hollywood is that, I mean, I guess it's illegal for guys to get TRT.
We also, I know you're going to say, but we also don't know if any of that's true.
Fucking do.
You can say, but we don't know.
You can't be that jacked and be that old.
Maybe.
Dude, like he's so vascular and just jacked in that movie.
Remember that pay-per-view ad where that guy lays down on that thing and then you flip backwards and you like hang down and makes your back release, and he was like really jacked, and he said he was 65 and he never felt better and he looked like he was dating a 30-year-old. Long story short, he's not on steroids.
Well, it's also different if it's like somebody who's been that jacked and has always been that jacked.
He hasn't been though.
Yeah, he hasn't.
I remember him in Gettysburg and like Gods and Generals and stuff.
But like Stallone is still on a shit ton of steroids.
We don't know that they're on a shit ton of steroids.
Do.
You don't know.
You do.
I don't. You might.
Sylvester Stallone is like 72.
Dude, you can.
And he has like a 25 pack. He has like a big barrel chest and literally has like every ab.
Yeah, he does.
He's an old man.
He has abs on his arms. He has abs on the bottoms of
I think
his
he's probably been doing steroids forever.
He probably yeah, maybe. I just mean more like you don't know that like I don't know that I'm trying to think like Chris Pratt. Like
Chris Pratt's a different one because he was really fat. Yeah. A lot of fat people have
quite a bit of muscle already.
Well, because you're carrying around all that weight. So like, I'm not even kidding. Like every time like I'll put on like a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Like whenever like I get like slimmer, like I have muscles that I never had before because my body was carrying around all that weight.
Yeah.
Just trying to say that I'm jacked.
I was going to say, it really sounds like you're just like, yeah, I'm slimming down, so I'm pretty fucking ripped right now. Thank God I got fat.
Dude, fucking just moved down. One more belt loop.
Hey. That's great.
I had to suck in a lot. It hurts right now that I'm sitting down.
I know. I hate when I sit down and I've eaten too, because then I feel fat.
Oh, no.
Like,
the worst is when
I thought you were going to say, oh, no, you're just fat.
No, the worst is when you sit down and your belt pinches your belly.
I know.
Aha.
Literally.
You know that there's like enough skin.
Yeah.
To fit in, like, ugh.
Like, it's the worst.
So
like,
terrible.
literally, people are always like, oh, genocide's so bad. I'm like, have you ever had your fucking belly pinched by a belt?
What? How did you go genocide from that?
I've just been thinking
doesn't make any sense.
That's the joke I've been making a lot
recently.
No.
Are you going back to your perfect demographic of 3 white guys at a Jack in the Box?
That it was such a. Oh my god!
It's like fucking 5 episodes.
So dude, that was like one of the first episodes.
It was episode 5, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was so stupid. I literally like was making like I was. That's my problem is I'm so deadpan. That class, they like call me out on it though. Nobody ever really does that, and so now I know when it like because I'll say shit like we're doing this commercial for for the phallic food that we're doing, and we were talking about like people that like there's like this group of people that are eating
bananas.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. It's a banana. Okay. And they're eating them with salad. And so I was like, this is what we do the salad
bananas
people
and
bit.
Salad? That's disgusting.
Well, if it was bananas, it would be, but maybe it's not bananas.
Banana pancakes, I see it.
Oh, man.
What up, Jack Johnson?
I know. What up, Curious George soundtrack? No, but I was like, yeah, that's when we shoot the salad people. And one of the girls in my class was like, who's the salad people? And just like without, like, I just didn't even, well, you've seen me. I literally was just like, oh, no, they're like this group that lives in the forest. We'll have to like co-op them and see if they'll act in our film. And she was like, oh, okay.
So dumb.
But I guess I say it's so serious that they're just like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's who it is.
It's also not really a joke.
Well, kind of is.
I mean,
how is that? Yeah, it's me being serious. It's not me joking. It's me just legitimately thinking there's the salad people in the forest.
Who are the salad people?
They live in the forest. We'll have to co-op them and have them act in our film.
No.
That's how I delivered it. And they were like, what? Are they real?
Well, you say it just so like matter of factly too.
Yeah, that's the problem, I think.
Oh, it's great.
One girl asked me, she's like, wait, are you old for this class? And I was like, I mean, I'm 26. And no, I didn't say I was 26. I'm like, yeah, I'm a little old. She goes, how old are you? And I was like, 47. And she was like, what? And I was like, no.
She's like, you look great.
Yeah. Woo. No, I'm just dry that way. You know, that's just life. Let's just, anyway, so I've been thinking a lot about when I was 12.
White hack don't crack.
Oh, Dane Cook is proof they do.
I was trying to. He did. Guy's all pot mark cheeks.
White and hacky.
What are those called? Are they like pop marks? Like
I always call him Brian Adams' face.
Brian Adams' face.
He is really bad that on his face. I've just always called them Brian Adams people.
Anthony Cumia face.
Oh, yeah.
From Open Anthony. That guy's got a fucked up face.
Dude, so there's a couple of kids that are actually in that class that really like this podcast that fucking hate Opie and Anthony. I think it's called Cumtown or something like that.
I've listened to Cumtown.
It's pretty funny.
It's a great podcast.
They hate Opie and Anthony. Apparently all they do is just talk shit on Opie and Anthony a lot.
Cumtown?
Yeah.
They probably just talk shit on Opie.
Oh, no, I think they hate Opie and Anthony because they talk shit on like Chip Chipperson and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, Nick Mullen's like friends with Jim Norton.
Oh, maybe that's part of it.
That might be sarcastic.
Because they were showing me clips of it, but yeah.
Yeah, it might be sarcastic.
It was pretty funty.
Nick Mullen is on Jim and Sam all the time.
Oh, okay. So that's probably what it is then.
Yeah.
They're probably they might be Opie for sure, but
they probably shit on Opie. That's where mostly everybody does.
Yeah.
Except a select few.
Wait, what were we talking about? Why are we talking about me being dry?
Oh, from your advertising class.
But why? We weren't talking about that anymore. I just brought that up.
This is the perfect demographic.
Oh
thing.
my god, yeah. Oh, we were talking about being fat.
3 white guys.
And your belt pinching you. And then you said you thought genocide was not as bad as being pinched by your belt.
What? No, that's what you said.
Whose voice is who?
Don't you put that on me. Did you watch the R. Kelly interview?
Dude, what a psychopath.
He's crying, delivering.
He's like screaming at Gayle King.
Crying. Well, he's also delivering it directly to camera.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I've been doing this for 30 years.
And we're like,
what are you doing in my life?
People are like, what? Who are you?
And then Gail King is like, so R,
yeah. So
have you ever had multiple women kidnapped? He's like, why would I?
We're like, yeah, well, why would you?
Well, one of his answers was, like, I have a past, like, of doing this shit. Why would I do that now? That'd be so stupid.
Dude,
Of course it would.
Yeah, R.
Well, and wrong.
Yeah. Urkelly. It would be so strange.
There's also a video of him, of, like, they have two of his girlfriends get interviewed.
Right.
And they're like, do you have, like, this harem of women? And he's like, no, I don't have a harem. And then for his defense, he has two women.
Just with him.
No, his two girlfriends.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
yeah.
Kind of proving
but
that
then weren't they like, we're not part of a harem, we're fine.
Yeah. God damn it. That whole situation is so fucked.
Yeah.
Well, you also need to watch Leaving Neverland, which came out this week.
Yeah, about old Mikey J.
Yeah, it's on the same level as Abducted in Plain Sight without any of the humor. And you just feel profound sadness and a zeal for knowing that Michael Jackson is 100% guilty.
So should I is it going to make me want to throw out my Thriller vinyl?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah, it's such a weird one just because, like, people that I've heard criticize the documentary have been like, yeah, they only talk to, like, these two guys. Like, they don't, like, bring any witnesses from his side defending him. It's just these two guys talking about it, and, like, their parents talk about it too.
Okay, that sounds a little biased.
It's a little biased, but, like, the level of detail that these guys give, because these guys were, like, very publicly, like, traveling with him, like, for years.
Yeah.
Like, one of the guys, he was, like, found in Australia, and he went on stage and, like, danced with Michael. And then he ended up like he would, like, live with Michael for, like, weeks at a time.
At what age?
Like 9.
Gross, man.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah. And there's, like, this whole thing where, like, they would go to the ranch.
Yeah.
And the parents would stay in, like, a guest house on, like, the other end of the property.
Oh boy. I already know where this is going.
And the kids would sleep in Michael's room with them. Dude, so, like, it's that level of, like, just idiot parents.
There's so many
just
of them,
really
clearly.
shitty parents.
Can you?
Well, that's the R. Kelly thing too, because a lot of them, it's like the two girls that were defending him. They were like, our fucking parents told us, like, when we were 16, to tell R. Kelly that we were 18. So, like, it's not really his fault,
dude. Okay,
I mean, it is his fault because he's a scumbag. Same with Michael, but
but for real. So, if somebody, let's say you had a kid. Let's say for some unfortunate hellish situation, somebody let you have a child.
Somebody let me impregnate them.
Oh God, Brandy, if you're listening,
somebody let me spill my seed.
Brandy, if you're listening, save yourself. Get out.
It's a great movie.
If you let's say you have a kid, you have a daughter or a son. Actually, it doesn't matter. You could. If somebody goes, hey, I'm famous, like, look, you come stay here, you sleep over there, your kids are gonna sleep with me, I'm famous, what could go wrong?
What could possibly happen?
What's happening with your boot? Are your pants on the other one? Are your pants just riding up?
Oh, yeah. My pants are all the way above my fucking, like, cowboy boot thingies.
They were just really short and you just
I had my pants tucked into my boots like I'm a little cowboy.
I thought they ended at the top of your boot.
Oh, that would be even better if I was wearing capris to a concert.
That's what I thought. I was like, do you just wear like,
let me fix these.
Capris?
You talk.
Oh boy.
I don't want to distract you with my pants.
But for real, the thing is like they would say, yeah, that's literally what basically happening is I'm famous. You can just trust me. Your kids can sleep with me. Like, it's because I'm famous. Like, what could I do? I'm famous.
Well, even the parents were like,
person.
Yeah. Even the parents were like he was like, I'd never hurt a child. And she was like, and I believed him. Because she's Australian.
Yeah. That makes
she's
sense.
Like, I believed him. He said he never hurt my kids.
And you're like,
I just assumed he wouldn't fuck him in the butt. But little did I know he was.
And then that dingo ate my baby.
You want to hear the really graphic? Well, it's not. It's fairly graphic, but it's like so specific that you're like, oh, that for sure happened.
Wait, is this in the documentary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. When these guys were kids, they would hold their butt cheeks open, and Michael Jackson would just, like, stare at their butthole and jerk off behind them.
That's terrible.
It's so specific. Like, that's such a specific thing to make up. Like, that sounds so believable.
So weird.
Nick is losing his breath.
Fucking dumb.
You just jerk off to their buttholes.
It's so weird.
Little 9-year-old kid boy butt.
It's so terrible. But
yeah, it's really bad.
oh my god.
Well, another like weird part about it too, and it's like whenever you have somebody like this famous, like there are like tons of people like complicit in everything that like happens.
Yeah.
Like he'd be on
Lisa
stage
Marie?
and he would have, well, Lisa Marie's a weird one.
Yeah, I know.
What was Elvis's wife's name?
Priscilla?
Yeah, because he married her when she was like 13.
Right. But it was legal, but it was also, he was super old then, right? Not super old, but
he was like 28.
Right.
And she was like 13, and her parents like let them get married, like sign like the document but yeah, like he'd be on stage and he would have like people that would like go out in the audience and grab kids.
Michael did?
No, Michael had people go out in the audience, grab kids to bring them on stage to dance with them.
For that purpose?
Yeah, like they would dance with them, and then they would like go backstage, like when Michael would go off, and some of those kids would just be like hanging back there with Michael.
So why, I wonder, what is his thing? Like, because his isn't the normal like pedophilia thing.
What? Normal pedophilia?
No, you know what I mean. Like, it's
what you mean? What you're into?
It's like the
I'm just meat and potatoes pedophilia.
Yeah, I'm just your normal. I'm not some weirdo.
I'm just your average pedophile.
Oh my god. I'm not some strange motherfucker who's like that kind of pedophile. But you know what I mean?
I'm not like some famous pedophile.
Yeah. I'm not some serial pedalist. Pederast? What is it?
Pederast, yeah.
Is that pederast?
Pederast is people that are attracted to kids but don't like fuck them or abuse them.
They just are attracted to kids.
Yeah. They might never act on it. Yeah. That's a pederast.
Or pederast.
Pederast, something like that.
I remember I was listening to
or pet harass. When you say her, you're referring to a 6-year-old.
I was listening to an interview with Kevin Smith and Gerard and Mikey Way, and he goes,
"Wait, Gerard Way?
Gerard Way." And he goes, for anybody who's never seen the Way brothers, they are, let me tell you, a pederast delight. Just a couple of little twinks.
A pederast
that's
delight.
How he described the way they looked.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
A pederast delight, just a couple of little twinks.
That's really funny.
I was like, what the fuck? What I was gonna say was
a silly way to describe somebody,
but it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's very funny.
It's great. Yeah, but his like pedophilia is such it's much more like childish, and I wonder like if it's got to be because of the way he like grew up, right? Like all that shit that happened to him as a kid, like
probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's like what a lot of people try to like defend him, kind of like even like the mom of like the kids that got molested.
Ugh.
That he like never had a childhood, so like in his heart he was like childlike. There's also a bunch of weird voicemails
from him.
Yeah, from Michael like to these kids.
They play him.
Yeah, they play him. They play a lot of them. Yeah, he calls one of them Little One, and his like nickname for himself is Applehead. He's like, "Hey, little Applehead." Like it's really, but then they also go into like weird accents of like inside jokes they have. So he's like, "All right, little Applehead, are you coming over later?" It's very strange,
dude.
But so he does all that where he's like, "Hello, little Applehead, I can't wait to see you." And then he goes like really dark at the end. He's like, "Bye, little man." Like it's very creepy.
Oh,
and he would like send them like whenever he wasn't getting that sweet boy butt, like he was sending them.
You just had to slip it in there that way.
He was sending them like hundreds of faxes of like letters that said like "I love you," and like he like I'm not
so gross.
It's the weirdest part. Like because one of these like kids who's like an adult now, he he testified like in one of his old cases.
Yeah.
That he's like, yeah, he never touched me. But like then in this documentary, he's saying all this shit. And you realize that, like that he like legitimately like, he like loved Michael and he thought Michael was like in love with him.
Yeah.
But it would be like Michael would have these like relationships with these kids for like 2 years. And then once they got like older, he would
move on.
Yeah.
So it is very abducted in plain sight. Like it's that.
Yeah.
That one is without the aliens.
minus the aliens and sleepy time pills.
Dude. Like these, if there's more of these kind of things to come, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I'm literally gonna start looking out at the world and be like, what the fuck is wrong with every single person?
Yeah.
Like if I'm telling you, if somebody came to you and said, can I sleep in the same bed as your daughter, no matter who they were, if they're a grown ass man, would you care? Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, but for real though, right? Like, would you? I'd fucking lose my. I get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, I'd be like,
man.
okay, well, you're never seeing anybody in my family ever again.
Who you are?
Yeah,
like your grandparents or something like that. That's fine. Or like your parents, you can sleep in the same bed as your parents.
Yeah,
but like you shouldn't be sleeping in the same bed as any other adult.
You know, that reminds me of there's an old Louis C.K. bit from like 2011. Where he's talking about, he's like fucking a kid must be like so good.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Because the punishment is so severe that to be willing to do that, like you must love it so much.
It must be amazing. Dude,
Jesus Christ!
It's one of those things too, where like how. Because like I guess I can't understand that, because I don't like it
you
doesn't
don't like
happen
kids?
to me. Yeah, but it's like if that occurred to me, I think I would literally just like do so much acid or something like that to like just wipe my brain. Like if I ever had a thought like that,
you do an acid lobotomy.
Yeah, literally, I would just fry my brain. Like I'm done. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you had that, I feel like most people probably have that thought. They're like,
or just stick your head in a bathtub and then. Yeah, toaster in with your other hand.
I'd be like, "Thank you, I'm done. What the fuck is wrong with me?"
Just electroshock therapy yourself.
You would have to think a lot of people that would have that stuff occur to them would be like you're talking about, like don't act on it, and like are a pederast.
Well, I think we know from like all these documentaries and just like the world
get away with it, yeah.
That a lot of them do. Well, a lot of them first, like the high profile ones, you get in a place of power and then do it.
Yeah,
It's like it's the thing with every like kind of like predator like that. Yeah. Like you get into a place of power, like so you have the ability to prey on people.
What was what was that one?
Harvey Weinstein,
the Baltimore, the nun or not the nun? Yeah, the nun that got killed when the priests were.
Because that's a great documentary series.
Yeah, the
Keepers. Yeah, that's a good one.
Boy.
But yeah, watching all of these things, I was telling this to Brandy last night, and she
were casting Black Hammer at one point. Sorry, continue.
We were.
Continue. You're telling Brandy?
I was talking about this with Brandy last night. Like after we've watched like all these documentaries, I have a feeling that I like might have been inappropriately touched.
You really think that? You've talked about that before.
I have before. I don't like. I was just in a bunch of like weird like situations because like I was an altar boy. I was an altar boy for a while, and so it was like changing in the rectory.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah, so it was like that. It just always felt weird.
Yeah,
and then we had this guy that lived on our street. He lived like 2 doors down, and he was like one of those like 65-year-old men that was like never married, like kind of like you didn't know if he was gay or but he was like a close soft talker. So like he'd like put his arm around, like he would like in his yard he would like I have said like so many fucking times in the last couple seconds but he would work out in his yard like without his shirt off and he'd be like all sweaty and then he would like put his arm around you and like he'd get his face like less than a foot away from you and talk like quietly.
Dude,
it was so creepy. But he's also my chiropractor. And I had
Wait, what?
I know. He was also my chiropractor.
Should have led with that.
Yeah, I've really buried the lead on that one.
Yeah.
He was our chiropractor too. And I had like a bedwetting problem when I was a little kid.
Right.
And so my mom took me to a chiropractor to like try to fix it possibly.
Oh.
But I remember him like, I don't know, like being handsy around my waist. But that's like every chiropractor.
Yeah, they have to be.
But I also remember like being on my back and having like feelings around like my pelvic bones. So I don't think I was like molested, but I think I might have been like
You're legitimately like accusing a man
inappropriately touched. Well, he just always gave me like the creeps.
Is he still alive?
I think so. I gotta say his name.
I know you're kind of accusing him on.
What's up?
I don't do
yeah.
We had a.
It's weird. I feel like there's a lot of just like problematic shit that happened in the 90s.
Yeah, it was kind of that peak
before
time.
The internet and
like right before.
Well, at the very beginning of the internet. Yeah.
Al Gore.
Oh Jesus.
Thanks, Al Gore. God,
those people are. Yeah. Oh, but Brandy was like, you're so over dramatic. Like, there's no way that happened. You'd remember that. But I also have a very.
Oh, I don't know.
But I also don't remember a lot of shit from that time.
Yeah.
I have poor memory.
Black some stuff out from that.
Yeah, I might have. I might have grabbed my dick and been like, maybe. Why are you tinkling out of this thing?
He just negged you?
Yeah.
Grabbed your dick and negged you?
Yeah. It's a dominatrix. Child.
I would black that out too.
That's such a specific.
I mean,
that would be such a specific form of pedophilia if you had to dominate, like,
because you already kind of do.
I know, but if you're like a dominatrix to children,
what if it was the reverse?
You've been a bad man.
You're like, they're like, how old am I? And you're like, this many. You just hold up any fingers. They're like, that's right.
Did you see that couple that had the police called on them in the UK?
No.
There was a couple like at a tube station in the UK.
Yeah.
And they got called on for like public indecency because it was a woman like in all leather and she was carrying around like this bald, white bearded man like on a leash. He had like a ball gag and like he had a leash around his neck and he was just hands and knees like walking around the London tubes.
That sounds incredible. That sounds
that
so
video
amazing.
Is great.
I feel like I would just be like, those are my people. Spirit animals.
You don't even like hear them like talk to them. It's just like a guy filming them from far away.
Oh, dude.
It's very funny.
I would elect them president. I'm not kidding. I don't care what their platforms are.
Did I tell you about that weird this happened to me like a month ago. I went to a sex shop in St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
And when I was like I walked in there and I was
you told this
only
story
one
on
there.
the podcast.
Did I tell it on the podcast?
Yeah.
The girl walking around with a leash?
Yeah.
God damn it, that was so creepy.
Dude,
it was the weirdest relationship ever because it was like a polyamorous.
That's the bit.
Like, there was like a weird like interracial thing going on too.
Why is that weird?
Like it felt like really just digging myself a hole here.
What?
It felt like there was like a little bit of like that just like undertone where like for them like it felt kinkier.
Oh.
Yeah, that like they were white and he was like this like giant black dude that was just dicking him down. It felt
okay.
I think it might have been like a pheromone thing where I just like sensed it.
I was like, what gave that away?
I don't know. It just felt, yeah.
I think it's your racist ideals.
I don't think it was that.
I mean, you told me you watched Black Klansman and it was a horror story for you. You said you should have seen what they did to my people. My best friend David Duke.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that is painting me in a bad light.
Wait, I think you did that when you said there was that interracial feeling. And you can't explain how, you just knew.
But it really like felt like that was like part of the kink.
Because it was, I mean, I guess.
Because it was also like, it just felt weird.
I wonder, like, I mean, I guess that's there's a channel, there's a type of porn just for that stuff.
Yeah, like
that always weirds me out.
It felt like
that as a porn.
It almost felt like a. Yeah, it felt like a worship. It was more like a worship thing.
Do you think there's racist white dudes that watch that on purpose, and get off to it?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
so
like a weird, like cuck
weird.
Thing.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like I remember there was a study that came. Not a study.
God, that's weird.
Maybe Pornhub released like some of their like viewing habits.
They did a study.
Yeah,
actually, you're right.
There was one.
Statistics are fascinating,
and it was but it was like interracial porn is like way more popular in like Alabama. It's like where it's like the most popular is like the most racist states because guys get off on it.
Fucking,
I watch like on like interracial cuck shit.
David Duke, if you're listening, you sick piece of shit. I bet you do that all the time.
Oh,
you know what?
Sure.
While you're burning in hell, all you're gonna watch is just like white people having sex.
David Duke has 2 laptops. In one laptop, he has a live stream of a Klan rally in Georgia.
Yeah.
On the other one, he has a Pornhub video of just 2 big black dudes fucking a white woman
in a 4K version of Black Klansman,
while a white man is in the corner just slowly tugging his minuscule dick.
Oh, dude. What his minuscule dick?
Yeah,
I don't understand that. I hate
you
to
don't
say,
understand cuck shit.
No, God,
I don't either.
I think I'm like the worst person that would go on Pornhub because I just want like normal, just like people that like each other and having sex.
You want loving sex?
I just don't care who they are. I just want them to like each other. I want them to seem like they're really enjoying it, but it's not like forced.
I was gonna say it's just something graphic.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you like that. I like watching a girl shove a baseball bat in her asshole.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Alex just has Pain Olympics on his phone.
Ew. Do you remember those videos from back in the day?
Yeah, we've talked about them a lot. Like we talked about them too much. Weirds me out how much we like both remember about them.
Yeah.
No, actually, they stick with you.
Yeah.
You don't forget.
Well, it's something that fucked up like when you're 12.
Yeah. We were 12.
There's a fucking guy with a pistol and he shoots one of his testicles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucked up one.
Dude, glass asses or whatever that's called is still the worst.
One guy, one jar.
One guy, one jar.
Yeah, that's the most fucked up one.
That because him pulling all that out is just oh, dude.
I literally just got goosebumps just thinking about it.
Okay, we got to move on. I can't talk about that
anymore.
Shit. Let's go back to casting Black Hammer. I can't believe this.
Okay.
Oh, it's because Stephen Lang got us all the way to that. We were talking about steroids and then like something else.
Yeah.
Betty White.
Betty White.
I don't know. I just thought of somebody random.
She dead yet?
Nah, dude.
All right. So we have what's his dick from House of Cards? Cameron Stoll. Is that what his name was? Corey Stoll.
Stephen Lang as Abraham Slam. Millie Bobby Brown is
what's her fuck?
Golden Gale.
Who is Colonel Weird?
Oh,
you know who could do a really
Nick
Nolte would be a good one. I was gonna say Jeff Bridges.
Ooh, no, yeah, Jeff Bridges would be a better acting performance.
Like his could be weird enough too.
But he's not like
too like wonky. He's more like mellow.
Yeah,
you need somebody who's like legitimately crazy.
And his whole thing also works too because like he's so like sickly skinny and like
yeah.
I think you need at least some of that. Jeff Bridges is like he's a pretty bulky dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
You need like
but also like a really old guy too.
What about
Albert Einstein? Probably did pretty well.
Who's the guy that played Marty McFly's dad? What does he look like these days? Crispin Glover.
Yeah, Crispin Glover.
What does he look like these days? He seems like he could do it.
Crispin
Glover, weird man.
Oh, he looks the same.
Bummer.
Yeah, he looks identical to what he looked like.
What if you just olded up Jim Carrey?
What if we got Christopher Lloyd back?
Christopher Lloyd.
I almost said back from the dead, but he's still alive.
He's super alive. Wait, what if you just
Christopher Lloyd could probably do it.
What if you just olded up Jim Carrey?
Ugh.
He's too like
bleh. He's too wacky.
Look at my butt talk. Remember when he did that? It's so weird.
Oh, the Ace Ventura thing?
I just remembered that.
Yeah.
It's made his butt cheeks talk.
Ace Ventura, they also have the that one scene when he's in a robot rhino.
Oh,
people are on safari. Comes out of it.
Dude, that's pretty funny still, though.
Those are great movies.
The butthole. They also have that very awkward transphobic joke, though.
They do. Oh, no,
Finkel is Einhorn.
It's the whole joke of the first movie.
Right.
It's the whole joke.
It's a transphobic thing.
Yeah. Well, because then they realize that he kissed him, and then there's a montage of him like just like pouring dirt in his mouth and like trying to clean his mouth.
Oh, but there is that really great bit where he knocks out that old man and wears him as a fur. He's like,
that was a great scene.
And you must be the Monopoly guy.
I don't know who has a joke about it, but somebody has a joke about that scene. Where they go, okay, so the joke is you're the Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
You directed it. You made him look like the Monopoly guy just to have a subpar joke.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the Monopoly guy.
Oh, my God.
I love that part, too, where he gets the spear in his leg.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, and it's the same shot, and another spear gets him in the leg. Just, just runs around with 2 spears.
Dude, he also does, especially when you were a kid, that opening scene of that movie where he lets that slinky go down all those stairs. I just remember being like, the dream. That is the dream.
Yeah, funniest movie ever. Well, because doesn't he rock climb? Like he climbs up a face of the rock.
Yeah.
And then he does the slinky thing down the stairs that are right next to it.
I remember thinking those movies were like outrageously funny, and I bet they're still pretty good.
They probably still hold up.
I wonder if they're probably not as funny, though.
They probably are.
I rewatched Tommy Boy recently. That does hold up.
Tommy Boy's a great, like, just overall
I didn't think
film.
it would, but it does.
Yeah, it's a great film.
And then I went and watched a lot of his SNL skits, and they still hold up, too.
Yeah, of course
Chris Farley. That sketch with him and Patrick Swayze where they're both trying out for Chippendales, and they're both shirtless.
It's just objective. Yeah, that one's just like objective.
I mean, and I love at the very end, they're like, you both were amazing, but we have to go with him because your body is just so bad.
Yeah. Like, yeah, and that, Patrick Swayze's like, I mean, if we were just on performance and stage presence alone, I mean, you got to give it to him.
It's not even close. Yeah. I love they hug each other like they really want each other to win.
Yeah.
Dude. The only thing he did that was really bad was Almost Heroes. That was really bad.
What's Almost Heroes?
It's that movie with him and Matthew Perry where they're like the fake Lewis and Clark.
Oh, I've never even heard of
It's really bad.
I wonder if Beverly Hills Cop still holds up.
Oh, Eddie Murphy?
No.
That's Beverly Hills Ninja.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
I bet it does.
Is Chris Farley, yeah.
I remember thinking that movie was really funny back in the day.
That's one of like my favorite things that like my parents ever did for me was we always had SNL best of DVDs.
Yeah, we had a lot of those.
Like my parents have very good sense of humor. Mm-hmm. Well, one of them does, the other one doesn't.
What? Your mom?
Oh, fucking R.I.P. Mark.
Oh. Oh boy.
Oh my God, Christopher Guest directed Almost Heroes?
Did he?
Yeah.
Dude, he's amazing too.
I know.
What a letdown.
Fucking Spinal Tap, Best in Show, A Mighty Wind.
Waiting for Guffman, and then Almost Heroes. Apparently really shitty Chris Farley movie. I think there were a couple good bits in it, but
he didn't write it.
Good. No.
Some guy named Mark Nutter wrote it.
Nutter? Mark Nutter.
Oh, wow. This guy didn't do anything.
Do you think he ever tells somebody he's going to give him his nutter butter?
Ew, you're the worst.
I really am.
Yeah, so this guy, Mark Nutter, who wrote the Almost Heroes film.
Yeah.
1 sketch on SNL. 2 episodes of a TV show called Whoops. 5 episodes of a TV show called Nurses. He did Almost Heroes and 2 episodes of Third Rock from the Sun, and he never wrote again.
That makes sense. I bet you those Third Rock from the Sun episodes came out, but like were written before Almost Heroes came out.
Probably.
And then they came out and people were like, you're never
writing again. Yeah.
So done.
Yeah. The only other thing he's ever done, who is the executive story editor on 16 episodes of the previously mentioned Nurses.
Executive story editor.
Yeah.
Dude, Hollywood.
That's all he's ever done, though.
Hollywood gives so many bogus positions, and they do so much shit where they're like, okay, so we're going to have a meeting in a week to talk about the show we're going to write. So we're going to have a pre-meeting where we talk about the meeting we're going to have. And
you do have to have those, though. We've worked on sets. You do have to have those meetings, though.
No.
To make everything go smooth.
But what?
Like to make everything go smooth.
Yeah, but you don't need a pre-meeting to talk about the meeting you're going to have, so you can have that meeting. I think it's a problem
with everything, like every industry.
I know. Yeah. I just mean Hollywood. And then they give out these bogus positions. They're just like, all right, you're an executive producer. You're an executive producer. He's an executive producer. So she's an executive producer. And now it's over. Now we have 15 executive producers. Only one of them's ever on set,
or none of them.
I was going to say probably more likely that none are.
Dude,
what?
One of the other guys who wrote Almost Heroes, another writer, on the TV show Nurses.
Dude, Nurses, man.
Nurses is just
slaying it.
All those guys though, like, have not done much since Almost Heroes.
Was it just the two of those guys that wrote it?
It was the two. It was Boyd Hale, Mark Nutter, and then Thomas R. Wolfe.
Oh,
and he has done. Oh, guess what? Also a writer on the TV show Nurses.
Oh, dude. Maybe they thought that was getting like this hit, and they're like, oh, they're the guys that'll write Almost Heroes for us.
Whoa, Nurses apparently semi-successful show.
Okay.
Did 3 years, 91 to 94.
Oh.
68 episodes. So not bad.
Okay. All right. Well,
let's see the cast though. Don't know anybody.
No.
No.
Almost Heroes had a few famous people in it. Eugene Levy, Matthew Perry, Chris Farley.
Eugene Levy's great.
There's a pretty good scene in that. It's now that I think about it, it's super creepy. But Matthew Perry's like looking in this telescope at the sky, and he like the telescope like sort of falls down, and this girl that he's like really into is like the Sacagawea girl. She's like washing herself under this like waterfall. He's like, oh shit. He's like, maybe I shouldn't look, but then he does look. And then Chris Farley comes up and he's like, what are you looking at? And he's like, feast your eyes. And he accidentally bumps it. And then it's Eugene Levy washing his ass. And then he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But then.
Oh, I think I have seen this movie.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that scene sounds very familiar. And I'm looking at pictures from it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's literally just like them.
Oh, yeah.
Because
the girl who plays Sacagawea is very attractive.
Yeah.
This movie looks. Oh, fuck. It was really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, I just got goosebumps like remembering like bits of this movie.
It's really, really bad. It's his last movie, too.
Is Chris Farley's last movie?
I think so, yeah.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
It was not Matthew Perry's, unfortunately. He made some other bad movies.
Yeah. Dude, Matthew Perry has made some terrible TV shows, too.
I mean, really, if you want to argue, the only one of them, of any of those, I'm not going to reference where they're from, but there's probably 6 of them, and you can guess who they are.
Are they like chums, mates, acquaintances?
Yeah, I would say they're more than acquaintances. They're definitely mates.
Okay. Friends?
Yes, that's a great way to put it.
Okay.
Jennifer Aniston's the only one that's really had like much of a real career. They've all had like
David
bits
Schwimmer's done like he's had a couple like bit roles in TV shows.
She's like a superstar though.
Yeah.
None of the rest. The rest of them are all superstars because they were on Friends.
Yeah.
Like Courtney Cox has had shows that have done well. Not Matthew Perry.
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc. He had a show called I forgot where he plays like a fictional version of himself.
Wasn't it just called Matt?
No, I don't think that's. I think it was called like.
Oh no, he had a spin-off TV show from Friends, Joey.
That was awful. That was.
But
terrible.
yeah, he's had a couple like a TV show called Episodes.
Episodes is what I'm talking about. I think where he plays himself.
He's the lead guy on A Man with a Plan, a CBS show.
Yeah.
Does anybody watch network television anymore?
Dude, CBS especially is the worst. I have
they have Big Brother, which is very good. Dude, Big Brother is legitimately fun.
They also have Survivor, which some people like.
Apparently, the new season's pretty good.
Survivor.
Brandy said it's good.
They had like 5 billion.
Probably like 25, something like that. Yeah, I'd imagine. Well, did they do it like other reality shows where you go like 2 seasons a year?
Probably. They used to have The Amazing Race, which people liked a lot. They're clear 4th out of the big 4, though.
I think ABC probably has like the most watched shows, I would guess.
Has to be.
Because ABC has all the Shonda Rhimes shows. I was
going to say, yeah. And they have The Bachelor.
Yeah, and The Bachelor, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
That's what we did last night. That was the dinner party I was at.
Oh, my God.
It was a Bachelor watch party.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he like a virgin NFL player or something?
Yes, he is.
Is he really a virgin?
We don't know yet. We don't know if he still is.
Oh, still is. Oh, did he maybe bone someone?
Well, he is with the girl that he finished The Bachelor with.
Whoa. Oh, they're still together?
Yet. Yes. She leaves him. So they do hometowns. Then they go to fantasy suites.
Oh my God.
And then Cassie leaves him and he's like, but I wanted to be with you at the end of this. And she's like, I'm peacing out. And then he's like, I'm also peacing out. And he runs away from the show.
What?
Yeah, he ran away.
Oh.
He came back. But
God, this sounds so stupid.
It's such fun.
He never
TV.
played an NFL game.
No, he didn't. He was practice squad.
Yeah. He wasn't like a good player.
I mean, he is hot as fuck.
So what?
He's very attractive.
Let me see that butt, and I'll tell you how I feel about it.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, let's continue casting Black Hammer. We got to finish this, man.
Jesus Christ.
Who are we? Oh, Colonel Weird. We got to find somebody. There's somebody.
Colonel Weird.
Okay. Old people. Bob De Niro.
Ew.
Bobbert
De Niro. He would be awful in this role.
Michael Douglas.
No.
He's too cool.
Billy Bob Thornton, maybe. But I casted him in something else already.
Yeah, you did. You casted him in Arkham Asylum for something.
Oh, yeah. I said he could be a good Amadeus Arkham, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Like a really... could have been Stan Lee.
Stanley as Colonel Weird. Stanley acts in an Image comic film.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
How
Damn
fucking
it.
dare
I always
you.
do that.
Dude, I met with a comic book company today. I was like talking to them.
Yeah.
And
you're talking to...
Yeah, we can't. You're gonna have to bleep that. I can't say that.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry.
I'll
But bleep
it. Wait, what time are we at? Okay.
Yeah. They're really, really cool. And one of the people that I was meeting with was just like, here. And so you can look on my kitchen table. He just gave me this big bag of comics, just like free comics from them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, you know the way to my heart. But yeah, so they... Like, it's funny because they were listing off, like, they're like, who do you think the best comic company going right now was? And I was like, it's Image. It's not even close. And they're like, okay, yeah, that's who we thought you'd say, but who would you say is a number two? And I was like, no,
Did you say the name of the company?
Well, them?
Yeah.
No, they said besides us. Like, they said, you don't have to say us. And I literally, the second they said who's number two, I was like, I have no idea who number two is.
Yeah. It's not one of the big two.
No, not anymore. And then I was like, is it Boom? They do some good stuff, but they don't do that much. I don't really read any Valiant anymore.
What about Dark Horse? What's Dark Horse putting out?
It's got to be Dark Horse because they do all the Black Hammer stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And
I really
Black
read.
Science?
No, that's Image.
Damn.
And then I was like, maybe it's Dark Horse because they also do Burger Books now, which is like an imprint of Dark Horse, which does and Dark Horse does Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
But they come out so rarely that I don't really think about them. But they do Burger Books, which is like this new imprint from Karen Berger, who made Vertigo as great as it was.
Karen Berger and Timothy Books.
Burger Books. Burger and Books. And there's some really
Berger
cool
and
stuff.
Books is also my favorite detective firm.
Didn't I give you the first copy of She Could Fly?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like they do that.
Okay.
And that's Dark Horse. So I said Dark Horse is probably my second. Then I was
Didn't
like,
they do Barrier too?
no, it's Image.
Image?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's Brian
Image
K.
Image is killing it.
Yeah, they are. They're by far the best creator owned.
Yeah.
Even though they started off so shitty. They were the original like big creator owned, but their first books all suck. They were huge, Spawn and stuff like that, but they blew kind of.
Didn't they do something called like
Young Blood?
I was gonna say like a
Young Blood, say you want me out of your life.
What is that?
It's that song by that band that sings
What?
5 Seconds to Summer.
Oh, okay.
It's always on the radio, I feel like. And they play it, when you walk through the Commons in Sphere Drip and they're playing music sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And I just hear that it's
The
like
Galaxy Radio.
Galaxy Radio.
I've never
You're
listened
listening to Galaxy Radio, Webster University.
We're a liberal arts college.
Yeah. You want to come here and make whatever you want? Do it. You want to come here and learn something? Go somewhere else.
You want to come here, do whatever you want, and be like $50,000 in debt? Come to Webster.
Okay, just a binary yes or no. Would you tell people to go to Webster? Like, realistically, really?
No.
There's
much better film programs, I think.
Oh, I don't just mean for film. I just meant in general.
Fine. There's much better schools in general that are far less money and will give you a more collegey environment. Webster's not a college environment at all. Webster's an extension of high school. Everybody still lives at home.
It feels very much like a community college.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely more involved than any community college could possibly be. It's, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more money, and it's a lot.
But there's not, though. It's like, hey, Do you want to take classes in rooms that are heated by radiators?
That is true.
Come to Webster. You've haven't seen changed where I work. 20s.
You've seen where my work study job is.
It's ridiculous.
That is a play. Granted, it's cool because it's super old, but it's like,
well, what I love about Webster too is just their complete lack of understanding for what that college is.
Yeah,
it's a college for artists.
Yep,
like it's a college for like filmmakers, audio engineers, legitimate just like painters.
So they spent $20 million on a biological sciences building.
Yeah, and nobody goes there for biology.
No, they go in there to shoot short films.
It's literally like the 8th best biology school in Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mizzou, UMKC, SLU, WashU are all like 20 times better.
Yeah. Oh, Truman.
And they put Truman,
way
Rolla.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they put all their fucking money in a state-of-the-art biology facility.
WashU.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
Like, you're talking like, yeah, and
it's just so overpriced for everything. And
well, and the thing is, like, they're also so landlocked. And the people that live around them hate them.
They're so landlocked.
What?
University of Missouri, right on the ocean.
What?
Landlocked, surrounded by land.
Oh, yeah.
Implying that the other schools in Missouri are not also landlocked.
No. I meant because of the community. Like, they can't expand.
Oh, yeah.
So they
landlocked in that.
Sorry, yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah,
okay.
They're surrounded by water.
Okay, it makes more sense. Yeah.
The peninsula of Webster Groves.
All the other Missouri schools are islands.
If you only knew, man.
They expand by.
Yeah. They're going to fall into the sea.
Shipping in lava.
What I was going to say, though, is at our school, you can't, like, the residents hate our school. So they've passed ordinances so they can't build above 4 stories. They can't, like, build buildings in so many different – they try to fuck them in all these different ways. They buy houses when people move so that the school can't, like, figure out ways to, like, expand across any of the streets that they're already at.
Yeah.
There was a school across from us that they bought, but then they, like, can't really expand into yet because the one –
Did they buy Narings?
No, Eden.
Oh,
they bought like a lot of that. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it all works, but the Webster community was just like, "Fuck you, we don't want you over here."
Well, it's really funny too, because like you can tell that Webster just buys houses.
Yeah,
because there's like 5 actual houses on campus that like house classrooms.
Well, that's what they had to do because they couldn't expand, so they just started to buy houses. While the community also buys houses to stop them from expanding.
Like the public restroom, like next to one of my classes, has a bathtub in it. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Such a shitty.
I love that,
school.
Dude. Yeah, like where
No, you don't.
Well, I think it's hilarious.
You don't miss Mizzou bathrooms, just brand new, always fucking clean.
No. Well,
there's like 17 stalls. It's the best.
I don't know. It's not that. But what I more mean is I think it's so fucking funny, this fight that Webster has with the community. Like, the community is literally like this fucking ancient, like, group of old people that are just like, we hate you.
Well, it's old people, but it's also like semi-young rich white people.
Yeah, you're right. Like entitled white people who literally are.
It's a lot of white people that came from relative money, like from like decent money,
and they're 2 years out of Mizzou, and they suddenly forgot what it's like to be in college 2 years later.
It's people like from Mizzou, or from like Ladue.
Yeah.
And they went to Mizzou and they came back and they can't afford Ladue yet.
Yeah.
But they still have like, they're still buying like $600,000 houses.
So they fucking hate
and they're
Webster.
Just dickheads.
So that's always my question. Is Webster as bad, or I wonder if they're also like a product of the environment where like everybody just wants them to fail a lot?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's all that.
A lot of the people there are shitheads too.
That's true. The one thing that they have is like they do foster some of like a pretty decent creative environment. To some extent, they have a lot of faults in that area too.
Yeah,
a lot of the problem I have with that is the professors there. Some of them are.
It's really rough.
They really don't like.
Oh, I said it on like an other podcast. Like I watched a trailer for Masterclass with Ron Howard, and I learned more in that 5 minutes than I learned from any professor at Webster.
Yeah. Well, I have I don't know. Did I ever show you those pictures from Chapman that I took?
No.
Oh, I can show you them, but they actually let me take pictures of all their facilities when I was touring it. And
why wouldn't that Why wouldn't they let you do that?
Of like the inside of like their actual like editing labs and everything like that. Like the other places were letting me do that. They were like,
for real?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I thought it was strange too. But I can show you, like, dude, they have like 6 ADR studios just for ADR for film majors.
Jesus.
Just studios for ADR. They have these like warehouses where you can shoot like that are like 4 like sound stages that you can build sets. I can show you the sets they built.
Wow. That's fucking nuts.
And it bums me out. But we have to
yeah, we have to go.
Because we have a concert to go to.
Yeah.
Alex has to go look at a home.
We're going to go see Andrew McMahon and the Wilderness, Floor and Grizzfolk.
Yeah.
We're seeing them in like an hour 15.
Yeah.
But in 15, we're meeting up with my girlfriend.
Is that soon? Okay.
To go look at a house.
Yeah.
Because we are still on the market.
Yes.
So yeah, we will catch you guys later.
All right. Do those plugs real quick.
Plugs for what?
You can. I mean, actually, I'm never on social media anymore.
I'm not either. I really need to follow
us on Instagram though. Like that's fine. I get on Instagram the most.
Yeah, if you want to write us emails at not that it matters pod.
If you want, write a snail mail.
Gmail. Yeah, send us a letter.
Send us letters.
If they're going to be letters, though, do it in like that serial killer magazine way.
Yes.
It really gets me going. Nick's address here is, what is it?
Yeah. Only put anthrax in there.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
See you next week. Bye.